All right, guys. Welcome to another episode, Renewed Podcast. We are here. It's been a couple of weeks, man, but we are back at it.
Sir,
How you guys feeling?
Good, man. It's been 2 weeks now.
2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
It's been a nice little break, but I'm ready to get back at it.
Yes,
Back at it.
sir.
Well, break, yeah, but
We've been working.
Been busy.
Yeah, we've been working.
But one of the things that we've been busy with was a really cool event that we had here at the gym. It was a bit of an open house, having people come in.
Barbershop
battle right next door. Shout out Lux.
Mm-hmm.
So there was just a big crowd, vendors, music, mechanical bull.
Yeah.
Xander got on it. Well,
For like 15, 30 seconds. Honestly, I
just
thought
a
I'd
hope.
do way better. Like, every time I saw it, I'm like, that should look easy. And I hop on and I was like,
If anybody would have, it should have been you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
There you go, man.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Disappointed
But
myself.
Good turnout. White Rabbit was in the house. Definitely had a lot of good people coming through. But we had a chance to interview some people. Big dudes coming through. Zan, you want to give a quick shout out to a couple of the dudes that we had coming through?
Yeah, so if y'all not following the Instagram or the TikTok, go ahead and follow that. I got the chance to interview Mac Muscle and Antoine Rarkis, two amazing dudes, massive fellas. I'm going to pop up a little clip from the interview right now. What's up, guys? I'm Xander with New Podcast. Today I'm here with
Antoine Rarkis.
Mac Muscle.
All right, these huge men right here are with Iron Willed. Tell us a little bit about Iron Willed. What is that all about?
Iron Willed is an apparel company, but it's a little bit more than just apparel. It's actually like a motto. You gotta be relentless by any means necessary, try to reach the goal. It's a bodybuilding apparel company, but you know, when you wear the shirt, you can literally wear it wherever you want to.
The Iron Will is in itself the name, right? It connects with people that are able to find themselves in the gym. It's through this iron that we lift to show that we're willing to become a better version of ourselves. And there's only one way that you could do it, through the fucking iron, to get the work done.
And that was the interview. That was pretty dope. Fuck. And we're back. As you can see, pretty dope dudes. Fucking massive. Hopefully we can get him on the pod too.
Dude, that'd be
like
sick.
we talked to Mac Muscle specifically. He said he was down, so hopefully we can make that happen for you guys.
Yeah.
Cause
He has a big following, huh?
yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does. That'd be probably the biggest person we've had on here. If we can get him
Yeah,
on.
as far as following wise,
Yeah.
like on Instagram. He has over 100K, right?
Well,
yeah,
and
something
size,
like,
literal.
that. Yeah, literally.
Yeah,
literally
yeah,
the biggest
yeah.
person we've ever had.
I mean, shoot.
Woods.
Yeah, Ant Woods, bro.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Ant
definitely-
Woods is crazy huge,
Dude,
You saw those
too.
pictures?
Crazy
Put it there?
lean, bro.
Yeah,
oh my
exactly.
gosh.
His physique is that like recognizable, and it's,
For
it's
sure.
crazy. He got that.
Yeah.
What do they call it? That Christmas tree.
Yeah, Christmas tree look,
that
Dorito
Christmas-
chip look.
Dorito chip.
Dorito, yeah.
Mhm. Crazy. man.
Dorito chip.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't make me hungry, but. But yeah, man, no, it was crazy. Had a lot of people come through. Good event, but definitely been busy. We had also a grand opening just on a little, side hustle that we do. Had our grand opening for another location out in Temecula that we shot for, and that was a really good event to see people come out through the community. Shout out Daily Fix Nutrition.
Yeah,
give them
for
a quick
real.
shout out. But had a great opportunity to go out there and meet some people. And just hone the crafts, man.
Yeah.
Just always trying to get better at what we do.
Yeah.
And so had a good time doing that. But combine editing, making the videos for events
Yeah.
and grand openings and stuff put us where we're at here, which is 2
Yeah.
weeks. 2 weeks later, and we're here. And a lot's happened in 2 weeks, man.
Oh yeah,
A
it's
lot, dude.
been news has been going crazy.
Definitely, bro. I mean,
We're in some crazy times now, man.
Yeah,
It's
the
like,
flood too, or the hurricane too.
yeah, in
hurricanes,
Florida.
man.
In Florida.
Yeah, Florida.
It's like Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, parts of Texas, North Carolina. I want to say North Carolina may have gotten hit the hardest. There's a town, Ashburn or something like that. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your town in North Carolina, but there's just been news that's just been coming through like crazy. But it's pretty much destroyed. There's
Yeah.
areas in North Carolina that are only accessible through multiple bridges. Like you have to go through different types of bridges, and those bridges are gone.
Mhm.
Those
Wow,
streets
dude.
are gone.
They're like completely cut off from the rest of like.
They're like a
society.
little island now.
Yeah.
It's almost post-apocalyptic if you think about it, because they can't get emergency services out there, and now there's been reports of blocking helicopters and emergency assistance from civilians. There's been people, a guy that does like helicopter classes and training, has been stopped on multiple occasions from rescuing people.
Has been stopped.
Been stopped.
By who?
I want to say the flying, like police helicopters, sheriff helicopters, state troops. They've stopped all drone flight going over for people trying to find family members and stuff.
No.
Yeah. There's
What?
bro, it's crazy. They're
Do
finding.
they
bodies
give
in
like
trees and stuff.
any
It's,
reason for
Are you
that?
serious?
They're finding bodies in trees. Well, and yeah, they're saying because it's going to disrupt flight patterns for emergency services. But
That's the
like,
only thing. Yeah.
but there's been no emergency services flying through helping people. And so what I was saying is, as far as the people in trees, you know, God bless them, God rest their souls.
Yeah.
It's sad, but because people are trying to get to higher ground, getting stuck there, possibly either drowning or having a mud slide, and now they're stuck and then dying. And then after the water recedes, now they're stuck in the trees and they're finding bodies in trees, bodies floating through the neighborhoods because it's still flooded. Everything's still flooded, so it's devastating. And now there's reports that the people aren't able, that they're getting, rejected for their $750 that FEMA.
Yeah, $750. Like, bro, we're setting billions. Like
everywhere else.
Oh my
else.
gosh!
And these people, they said if you're in this specific area, you qualify for $750 relief check, but you have to apply for it online. And everyone's like, yo, I can't even turn on my light switch. Like, my phones are dead. Like, I can't apply for this thing. And the people that can are getting rejected.
Damn.
It's a very, very sad situation. And FEMA's not allowing any sort of external entities that aren't approved to donate like clothes and food and stuff. So if you just went down there and be like, yo, I just want to drop this off, they'd be like, nope.
This is so twisted, man.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
what the fuck? I didn't
It's
know it was this
crazy.
bad.
Yeah, man. And so everyone's like, what's the deal? Where's the money? And then the guy that's in charge of it, Mayorkas, said essentially we're not going to have enough funds to last us the hurricane season, which we just started it.
Yeah, I know.
We just hit the fall season.
Yeah, bro, you telling me you can't make it like another one?
They said that we don't have the funds to last this hurricane season. So if they're already out of funds now, at the very first hurricane, this is going to devastate that region.
Yeah.
This is what
Yeah.
they're known for, is hurricanes out in the Florida
Absolutely.
area, the Gulf of Mexico. So, you know, if you're people of prayer, pray for the people down in that area. If you're just one of those, hey, send the good vibes and all that, whatever you can do to contribute, if there's anything that you can do, you know, send those prayers out, those good vibes, to help if you
Absolutely.
can. But
Yeah.
and we'll be doing the same over here. But yeah, it's pretty devastating what's happening. It's crazy.
And like you said, we just got into that season, man. That's so nuts. And I mean, has the president of the United States said anything about the issue?
Yeah,
Is that-
he said that the people down there are real happy and they're getting a great job done.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah,
It's
they're
a-
all of Biden's people are saying, oh, well, he didn't hear the question correctly because it was late at night and cameras were flashing and a lot of people were asking questions, which could be true. You know, to play devil's advocate in those situations, it could be difficult to hear somebody, but it sounded like he heard the reporter ask, what about the people down south and the efforts to get the funding mix-up relieved, which some people weren't getting access to that 750. And he's like, everyone down there is real happy and we're getting a real good job done. Everyone down there's good. And it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
kind of dropped the ball on that one. So unfortunately, that was his response.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
I don't
Alright.
really have a comment on that.
Yeah.
That's
But-
kind of, yeah, it's a little sad. But, yeah, Florida, all those people in the Gulf, pray for those people for sure.
Absolutely.
So that's happening. And
What else? What else has happened?
Well, something big, I feel. Yeah. I feel like everybody been talking about this. Mr. P. Diddler himself.
Diddler.
The
Diddler.
Diddler.
dude.
What
Bro,
about him?
He is
everything
like a Gotham character, bro.
I know, that is a straight up villain, man. Like,
Yeah.
everything.
All right, let him finish. Let him finish.
I'm just saying, man, like, everything I've heard about this man has been against my will. And it's like, he said, yeah, right. But, like, we're talking about thousands of bottles of baby oil, bro. Clapping Meek Mill's cheeks, which apparently there's
Allegedly.
leaked allegedly. There might be some leaked audio. We might have heard it. Ethan might have not heard it yet.
No.
There
And
is
I
some
feel like I'm going
audio.
to avoid that
We
as
should
long
play
as
it,
I can.
and obviously we'll cut it out. But
Yeah,
then
but we should
we'll
just
clip
get to see his
just to get
reaction.
his reaction.
Actually,
And it
yeah,
doesn't have
I'll
to
pull
be
it up.
loud.
I'll pull it up.
Pull it
no,
up.
I don't want to
And
listen
just
to
listen
this,
to it on
bro.
your, just like this, Just
Yeah.
I don't
Just-
want to listen to this shit,
over here.
man.
Oh, look, it's
we're
already
gonna
in the
temporarily
search.
bring in our
I don't-
cameraman.
Bro, I don't want to listen to this shit.
Dude, man up, bro.
What do you mean, man up? This is gonna be terrible. Jesus Lord.
Yeah, he was not taking it easy on that guy. If of course it's true.
If it's true.
Whomever those people.
Yeah.
It sounded like there was definitely a struggle happening
Between
one and the other one just being
That shit makes me
just
so
straight up
uncomfortable.
dominant.
Yeah.
Shit makes me so uncomfortable.
If you guys
bro.
aren't aware of the background of that video, it's apparently one of Diddy's old security guards that was always at the freak off parties, and he apparently saw Meek and Diddy go into the room together, allegedly, and put his ear up against the wall, heard someone getting,
crazy.
Getting a little crazy. Start recording it.
He was like, "I'm finna put the squeeze on this dude."
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Bro.
Yeah.
Kind of remind me of oh man, I can't even. What is that rap? I can't remember that rapper's name now. He wasn't from D12, but Beanie Siegel. He reminded me of Beanie Siegel kind of. At first I thought it was Beanie Siegel. No,
I don't know who that
Beanie
is.
Siegel okay.
He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Anyways.
All right, so what about him? So he's having, a bunch of cases being.
And then he's apparently has. How many did you say it was? 120.
Oh, individual cases? Crazy, bro. But lots of memes, lots of slippery memes.
Speaking of memes, California, you can't be doing them memes no more.
That's right. I forgot. I better stop all you Twitter warriors out there. Reddit warriors, beware. Yeah. You want to explain what happened?
I mean, I don't really know too much into it. I just know that Governor Gavin Newsom was basically like, yeah, stop, this is a, an attempt to stop spreading of false information, probably politically and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like if it's an AI deep fake and you spread that as truth, then you could be.
Which I understand. Like, I understand the concept, but I feel like that's kind of teeter-totting on the First Amendment a little bit.
100%. Say, well, you can't say this, can't say this. If, there is no ifs in the First Amendment. There is no shall. There is no, in case of or in lieu of. Like, no. It says that these rights will not be infringed upon. Mm-hmm. Full stop. So, for him to do that, I think the first thing that Elon Musk did was, like, put some memes out, and it was like obviously AI, and it's like, this is brought to you by Gavin Newsom. 100% not fake. It is not AI. It is not computer generated. This is me.
AI's getting crazy, though.
Getting wild, bro. But I think that's why he did it so blatantly. And it's like, what are you gonna do? Oh, and then he I consulted with Dr. Suck on D's nuts, and he said that the Constitution trumps you. Or something like, you're trumped by the Constitution. I double checked with the authorities of Dr. Suck on D's nuts. And
That's
tweeted
funny.
it directly to Gavin Newsom.
Damn.
Do you think he saw it or no?
Of course he did.
Yeah.
He responded. He goes, unfortunately, like, this is what we're talking about. Like, it's hard to combat this when the owner is so irresponsibly cavalier with his words.
Yeah, whatevs.
Dude, just stop, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you can't stop people from saying stuff. Like, Americans, like, sarcasm is built into the fabric of every American's DNA.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just to what level? Like, that's why there's levels of it. Like, dry sarcasm, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's in us. Like, satire. That's how we'd roll. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Can't stop that. But yeah, he's trying to. But anyways, he put it into law, and then the California Supreme Court said, I don't think so. I think today it got knocked down. Either today or yesterday. It was like, no, we're not going to do that. Might have actually been on Friday. But either way, that got struck down as well. So
there's a lot of stuff that he's trying to do that's getting struck down. It's like
weapons ban stuff too.
Yeah, well, that's what are you going to expect?
Yeah.
Yeah, carry bans and all that different type of stuff as well.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, man. What else do we have to talk about?
Let's see. Well, also, I don't know if y'all know, but like KSI, Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast teamed up to make the world's best lunch meal ever.
Well, I watched a review on that today, actually.
Yeah, the lunch review.
Yeah, he liked Lunchables better. Yeah.
Who did?
It's just this famous kind of food reviewer. He tried the Lunchly. They're called Lunchleys.
Yeah, Lunchleys.
Lunchly versus Lunchable.
Mikado?
No, that was
that's
crazy
crazy
too.
too.
Though. Yeah,
That is wild.
yeah, that was crazy
You might
too.
have to spin back on that, but
Yeah, he did like a food review, and he was basically saying that the Lunchables is just better, man. Like
dude, it's like a blatant ripoff too, bro.
100%. I'm surprised they're not getting lawsuits or something.
Dude, for real, why did
I
out
don't
of all
know.
things, why
Like
did you have
every
to do
candy's
that?
gonna be a Beastable, Mr. Beast
Beast.
chocolate bar.
And then they have a prime in
Prime in
everyone.
every box or whatever,
Yeah.
which is like, I don't know. I've always eaten Lunchables growing up,
Yeah.
so I don't think people are gonna switch that staple
Give me
over.
that
Yeah,
Capri
for real.
Sun and
That Capri Sun and Oreo.
Oreo, and
Yeah.
we're good, bro. What was
For
your
real.
favorite Lunchable?
Well, I like the pizza one.
Pizza one?
Yeah.
What about the cracker ones? Did
Oh,
you-
I
Dude, the
mess with the cracker
bologna.
ones
I think
too.
the bologna one was my favorite.
I like the
Unpopular
Swiss.
opinion, but
Ham and Swiss is my favorite.
dude, the bologna and cheddar, I think was mine. I never ate the cheese, bro, but the Chips Ahoy cookies with the
Yeah.
crackers and bologna, bro. That shit
Oh,
used
I
to
would
be
throw it all
so
together, bro.
fucking good.
You would never eat the cheese?
With the Capri Sun.
You get down on mozzarella cheese or the
Bro, I
cheese
used
where
to
you
be
feel
in
it?
elementary school. Like, hey,
Mosh.
get away from my
That's why I get
food.
the
Dude,
Swiss,
for
bro.
real, when I
Ham
saw
and
a food
Swiss,
with
it's a game
Lunchables,
changer.
I saw a food with Lunchables. I was
Yeah,
like, damn.
I'm like, give me some beef jerky if you want some of this Lunchable, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man.
Yeah, and the thing is, they're trying to claim it as like, oh, it's a healthy alternative. Like, motherfucker, ain't nothing healthy about this. Let's keep it a buck. Maybe like
the drink is the healthy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, Lunchables actually started off of like leftovers of like food rations. They just didn't know what the fuck to do with it, so they just put it
No.
all together,
What?
like crackers, ham, and like, yeah,
Really?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Genius idea, man.
yeah,
Put all the scraps together, give it to the kids,
yeah.
right?
Have fun, little scams, go
Yeah.
crazy.
That's
Send
funny.
them out there, throw a little Capri Sun in there. Yeah, no, those ones, the whole kit, man. Those ones are good.
Mhm.
I don't like the nugget ones, bro.
Nah,
Like,
I
they
didn't even
started
like
to
the
lose
pizza
me
ones,
around
dude.
here, bro.
I did
Pizza?
not.
The
I
pizza
did
one?
not like the pizza ones.
Dude, I like that shit.
The bread was like so
Well,
like,
if you heat up
I don't
the
know
pizza
why.
ones, are
and
banging.
the pizza sauce. It's like everything cold, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like,
But you could, if you
I
throw
don't
the
know why it
pizza
did something
ones
for me.
in the air fryer,
They did?
bro, it's a game changer.
Oh, in the air fryer.
Put it in the air fryer.
the pizza ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put them in the air fryer
Oh,
real quick.
speaking of pizza, I'm going to New York City next week. I'm gonna try some.
Oh.
I'm determined to
Is he
try
still
a New
talking
York
about it?
slice of pizza, bro.
Original New York slice.
I want to see if
Yeah.
they have Sicilian pizza there too. If they have Sicilian, bro,
You
I'm
think
gonna
gonna be
I'm
talking, coming
tell
back
them.
talking like this?
Forget about it.
Yeah.
I think that's Jersey. More
You'd be
than-
like,
more
dude,
than-
it was mad brick over there.
Yeah.
No cap.
it was mad
Had to
brick
put
over
the
there.
goose on you, heard?
yeah.
Yeah.
Got
you
the
heard?
butters, put the goose on
Yeah.
you, heard?
On my mother.
I
What's
was
on my
gonna say,
mother?
It was mad brick
You
out
out.
there, yard.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah,
haven't seen
bro.
those
I think we're gonna stay in
No.
Manhattan.
Manhattan? That's
No,
probably
no.
the safest borough.
Yeah, I think we're gonna stay in Manhattan.
You couldn't hang in Brooklyn, huh?
Yeah,
Nah,
nah,
I probably
for
could
real.
not.
On the real.
I wanted to stay. I wanted to stay in the Bronx, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
you hang
You
out with
welcome out
J-Lo.
there? Yeah. Dude, for real, J-Lo?
Yeah, I'm about to see J. Cole. Me and him are gonna be riding bikes through New York City.
Yeah,
J.
he through
Cole.
Carolina, but
no,
unfortunately.
wait, what?
J. Cole is from North Carolina.
I thought he was living in New York, or
I
at
think
least
he
he
lives
has
in New
something in New York, like a penthouse.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he's
Hey,
probably
man,
got
Cole
property
ain't
over
gonna
there.
rock with you, man.
You think
Come
Cole
on,
gonna
man,
ride
how
a
you
bike
know?
with you?
He gonna hear me freestyle and be like, "Damn,
He said, hold up.
that was ass."
Like, hey, I'm heading to the studio, bro. You banned from there. Just letting you know.
yeah, I'm bad as you want to come? I'm like, yeah. Walks me to the front door. You are never allowed to come into this building. You see
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Any other building's fine, but this one, I will have the cops arrest you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. Anyways,
Anyways.
New York's gonna be cool. Washington D.C. I'm going to Washington D.C. too. I'm excited to
Nice.
see the monument and go to the White House and
Protest.
maybe see
Protest.
maybe and protest. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe see what?
Maybe I can see the president getting his morning oatmeal or something.
Getting fed.
Yeah, getting fed his morning oatmeal. Getting read the news or the teleprompter. Remember, you are Joseph Biden.
Bro, did you see when Kamala's
Trigger warning.
Yeah.
her teleprompter went out?
Huh?
Did you see when
No.
Kamala's teleprompter went out?
Yes.
That was hilarious.
32.
32 more days.
32
Teleprompter goes out.
more days. She's all looking around. She's like,
32 more days.
32 more days.
Everybody settle down. Listen, everybody. 32 more days.
What is she even talking
Just-
about? 32 what?
32 more days to vote.
Oh, really?
So she had sent something about like Magic Johnson, and she's like, you know what's funny? Magic Johnson wore the number 32, and we got 32 more days to vote, y'all. You know, she has a fake ass accent.
yeah. Wherever she goes.
Yeah, and she was like 32 more days. Looked at the teleprompter, and you can see like when her spirit left her body after like the teleprompter.
For real though.
32. 32.
32.
32. And then she's like, all right, guys, now we got to talk about something. Still not working. 32. 30. I think she repeated it, like, honestly, maybe 5 or 6 times.
Damn.
And it was just cringe because you could tell, like, she
It
is
was
just off
bad.
the cuff. She can't handle it.
Damn,
was-
so like no original thoughts for
No, man, where Trump's like, I don't need this this is in my way.
Yeah, I get
yeah,
what I mean.
yeah. No, dude,
It's
I
crazy,
literally
bro.
had it.
Yeah.
Where's it at, bro? Where's it at? Aiden,
A
don't get us
cameraman.
canceled
Yeah,
now.
he's speaking crazy.
Yeah, man.
This is
Yeah.
it.
We respect all opinions
This is
around
it.
here. God, bro, this is a hard watch.
It really, really.
Yo,
trying to
they
go
start
off the cuff.
flowing.
Yeah. The
Start flowing.
teleprompter turned back on. Yeah, she's
Yeah.
like, and what's better than 32? 33.
SpongeBob Patrick.
Yeah. What's better
I
than
know a number better than funnier than 32. What is it? 33.
because it's less than 32.
Oh my
Stop.
gosh, bro! I want you guys to react to something after the pod.
No, absolutely not. No, what?
Dude.
Yeah. No, I'm good,
This
brother.
is so
We're not like friends outside
funny,
of this.
bro. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't really know you outside of this,
Yeah.
so I'd rather. Hey, speaking about presidential candidates in elections and debates, what did you think about the J.D. Vance and Tim Walz debate?
I have a couple takeaways from that.
Okay.
I didn't watch it, so I'm gonna let you guys just speak.
Xander, I'm surprised. You usually have your finger on the pulse of politics.
Yeah, you know me, brother.
J.D. Vance
it's
just
been a rough week. I just haven't kept
it just
up.
That's right. I forgot about your thesis that you had.
Yeah, for like
right,
Harvard
right.
and shit.
Right. No,
J.D. Vance, bro.
Gender
That
studies.
was just
Gender
like
studies.
not even close.
Why men
bro.
shouldn't
Like,
work.
J.D. Vance just totally.
Yeah, he made Tim Waltz look a little silly. So Tim Waltz has a problem with talking a little too much when he's uncomfortable, and he even said it. I think he said he has befriended some school shooters.
Yeah.
In that debate, yeah.
He said that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, Trump even posted on his social media. He's like, I make friends with school shooters. Tim Walz.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude,
Because
come
he was
on.
talking about like the problems with guns and gun control and things like that and blah blah blah. He goes, and I've dealt with school shooters, and this was a shout to J.D. Vance and also no dig at Tim Waltz, but one of the points that he said was, my son had to witness a school shooting in high school, and so
Oh, really?
That's what Tim Waltz said. Yeah, his son had witnessed a school shooting at his school. And so he takes it very seriously and shouts to J.D. Vance. He's like, Tim, I had no idea. I'd like to extend, my deepest condolences to the loss of your son's friends and how he was affected. That's terrible. It should never happen. And so it's nice to see some civility on the debate stage.
J.D. Vance said
J.D.
that
Vance
to
said that.
Tim Walz?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I missed that part then for
and
sure.
Tim Waltz's point on that, and he went from that to, my son witnessed these things and experienced these things. Because of that, I think what he wanted to say was, I've spent an extensive amount of time speaking with and dealing with these students who, and this is where he fumbled his words, who he has befriended, he said. And instead of saying that, he could say, instead of banishing these kids, I've tried to understand what's going on with them and tried to build a bridge of understanding as to why this happens.
Yeah.
So that we could further find a solution to it.
Mhm.
Opposed to being like, nah, me and this dude, like, we tight now.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Tim.
I think that, the word choice was just not
there.
Yeah.
No, I guess he lied about being at the Tiananmen Square protests. I don't know if you know about Tiananmen Square. It's like the famous image of like that one dude in China, like putting his hand out in front of like a rolling tank coming down.
Oh,
I
shit.
think I do.
Yeah, so Tim said that he was there,
But he wasn't.
and he wasn't. And so he totally missed it. And the officiators actually repeated the question. They're like, "Yo, you said that you're here during the Tiananmen Square protests in China, which are some of the most world famous protests that there were, and you, in fact, were not. Can you describe that discrepancy?" And he was like, blah 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 blah. Word salad, word salad. Essentially, I was a teacher. I took students over there. We were over there during that time, and that's what happened. And so she's like, right, but you said that you're there during the protests. So can you explain
Oh, so
that?
was it not a 3v1 again?
No, it kind of was.
3v1,
right.
you know what I mean?
They
Yeah.
tried to, silence J.D. Vanson, but he stood his own and was like, no, I'm not going to let that happen.
I think he did super good. Like, J.D. Vance is a very good speaker.
He's a smart
And he
dude.
comes from experience, too, you know?
Yeah, he's
from
a
being
Marine.
in the yeah,
Oh,
being
yeah, he
in
was
the
a Marine,
Corps,
Mhm.
being in the Corps and stuff like that. Like, you really can't say that he's not a patriot for his country. Like, I think he's a perfect candidate, dude.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think he's like arrogant and stuff because he delivers very well and he's very articulate. So they think he may be a bit pompous, but he's just good on his delivery.
What does pompous mean?
Pompous, like full of yourself,
Yeah.
arrogant. Those are all kind of synonyms for arrogance. But yeah, pompous, haughty, egotistical, pompous.
Okay.
Pompous.
Pompous. Up the vocab. you feel me?
Pompous, yeah.
P-O-M-P.
Word of the day. Pompous.
Yes.
Feel you, man. We're gonna be bringing words all the time to you. So yeah, he did really good though. Really good in that debate, and I think he did a really good job of saying that Kamala Harris's term, and saying we've lived through 3 years of it, of her plans, and and when Tim Walz would say, yeah, but she was the vice president, she wasn't president. Tim Walz or J.D. Vance thing was, well, then why didn't she do any of those things, now? Like, she's had opportunities. You're saying that this is a new thing, but she's been in power, and she's been in Congress, and she's had all this time. There's nothing new coming from this person. So he had really good rebuttals to everything, but did it very respectfully. So that was one thing I really liked, that they were very respectful of each other. It's definitely something we haven't seen in a while.
That is something that I appreciated about it. They were very cordial. They expressed their beliefs and arguments towards each other's like point of views and stuff like that, but it was done very civilly.
Yeah.
It wasn't like anything emotional. It was more like a logical like disagreement.
100.
And that wasn't really the case with. I wish Trump handled himself a little bit better with Kamala Harris. I don't think Kamala sweeped him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think Kamala sweeped him, but I don't think that it was the best performance Trump could do. It's like she started talking about his rallies and the size of his rallies, and talks crap about his rallies, and then he starts like defending. It's like, no, dude, like the truth, bro. Just wipe that off your
like, don't
shoulder,
get so
man.
defensive over
Like,
the small
Well, yeah,
things.
you don't need to
on.
respond to every single thing. And that
Yeah.
kind of talks about like what our last ism was. It's that not everything you say should be true, but not everything true needs to be said.
Yeah.
And I think J.D. Vance did a really good job of separating that. Like when they would bring up January 6th, obviously they're going to bring that up. He's like, you know what? He goes, that's happened, years ago. People, I think, aren't really that concerned about it. I'll answer your question, but I think most people are more concerned about the increase in, the cost of living, food, gas, all of that type of stuff, worrying about where their, next paycheck, how long it's going to last them. But since you brought it up, the president did request for backup, was denied. He told people to, go there peacefully. They took that off of the internet, and
Elon Musk helped retrieve that tweet too.
right. And so he brought the receipts, and they're trying to accuse him for something and take him off the ballot in Colorado, and he hasn't even been accused by the Supreme Court or any court for
What, election interference? Election interference?
No, insurrection. Like, no one's been charged with insurrection. Even the
yeah.
people that are in jail still haven't been charged with it. And so for Colorado to
They're
take them
still
off,
in jail?
yes,
They haven't
yes, they're still there. There's still people there. No trial, no nothing. And it's because of the Patriot Act that allows them to classify them, meaning the government, classify anyone that they deem a terrorist.
A domestic terrorist.
Right. So if that means that while you wait in jail for the safety of Americans, we gather more information so that you don't do things again, we will. So that's where all those dudes in Guantanamo Bay are sitting there, no trial, no nothing.
Damn.
Despite how you feel about it, there's some pretty crazy heavy hitter terrorist organizations and entities in Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
However,
They just chilling
that
there.
Patriot Act has been extended to Americans now, when originally it was supposed to be for terrorists, but because terrorism is, I can
Foreign
be Biden,
and
I can be like,
domestic.
you're a terrorist.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, it's opinion. Now that's how they have all those people without any trial or anything because of the Patriot Act.
Dang.
But they haven't charged them with insurrection, so Colorado, I don't know what y'all are doing, but it's crazy.
No, it's unconstitutional. It'll be. It's like you're gonna do. Who has the authority to do that? There's so many people in Colorado. Probably not nearly as many people who are gonna vote for. I think Colorado's gonna be blue.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's like every person that wants to vote for their party, despite it, it's like you're literally silencing half, or what would you say, a third of the vote? Because you can vote half basically, because there's
Yeah.
a Democratic representative and then there's a Republican
And then
representative.
there's usually like a few independents, like a small percentile.
Yeah,
Like, we'll
but they
get,
don't
like,
get
maybe-
any coverage.
They'll
Like,
get maybe 7% of the general vote or something like that.
yeah, so it's like you're literally silencing half of the vote. You have one
In
candidate.
Colorado, right.
It's
And-
like, just don't vote then.
Well,
you
and
know?
even then, it's hard to say because look at California. We're responsible for, I think it's like 54 electoral college delegates, and the majority of the votes come from the coastline. Everything inward of the coast or inland of the coast is all red counties, and it's because these small little pockets are so highly densely populated that they
Yeah.
take over the vote and trump the vote of everybody else.
LA County,
LA
San
County.
Diego County, San
Yes.
Francisco,
The Bay
you know,
Area,
the Bay Area, Santa
Bay
Cruz,
Area. Yeah,
all that
all
stuff.
that.
When you look at California, dude, California's a huge state, bro. Like going like straight north up California. I think from the most the south you can get to
Southernmost
like
point.
basically like
Like TJ.
Mexico. Yeah, like TJ. To all the way to the north part,
Going up into Oregon.
Going up into Oregon, I think it's like 1,000 miles or something.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Over 1,000. It takes like 10 hours to clear the state,
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
said something
which
crazy.
is
like,
nuts, bro. In 10 hours, you can get to freaking Idaho if you go east.
Yeah, if you go that way.
Or if you go northeast, right?
something.
Yeah.
Like
Or is
that,
it
yeah.
north?
North.
Okay, yeah,
Northeast.
Someone put out something that's
yeah, northeast, yeah.
like there's like Moscow to someplace in China is closer than TJ is to
San Francisco.
Oregon?
Oregon.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was crazy like when they put it on a map because it doesn't seem like it because the map is kind of like the sizes of it is misleading.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when they actually did it by like Google Maps and mileage, like they showed it. It
Damn,
was crazy.
really?
California's like insanely
Huge,
yeah, it's
bro.
crazy.
And we have so many people here. That's why we have so many electoral votes. We have the most, I think, than any
I
other
think we
state.
do have the most. It's
The
54.
most, yeah.
Yeah.
And Texas is
S-
like
second?
a close second, I think. I think so. Texas
not
is
even
huge,
close,
and that's
though.
crazy.
Not
we have
even
more
close?
It's
electoral
not
votes
even
than
close.
Texas.
I want to say theirs is like 38.
Well, I
to
think there's
maybe
more
42.
open space in Texas.
Yeah, there's a lot of open space. But yeah, like
That's
ours
fair.
It's
Yeah.
by a lot.
It's
we're the
metropolitan city. A lot of metropolitan cities here in California.
most.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. A lot of stuff happened in this election season. We'll see what happens, man. I know that they also put in some crazy bill, like, and they passed it in the House, where if 5 or more Congress people like pass away, like in some drastic like accident, the governors of those states, of the congressmen that they're representing, can just choose whoever they want to
Fuck.
to represent them
That's
in the
not
congressional House.
that's not democracy. Though.
I know, but the crazy thing is Republicans voted for it too.
Damn.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, there's
I still don't agree with it.
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. Like I'm telling you, I think they're gonna plan something because them shots didn't work. Trump's still standing. Teflon Don, they didn't stick. So
What'd you say?
Teflon Don.
Teflon.
Teflon Don.
Nothing sticks to this dude. The charges, bullets
Yeah, you're right.
ricocheted. They ricocheted off this dude. He a real one. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's crazy, man. We're living some.
I'm
crazy
trying.
times.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be worried, man. But there's just a lot like. There's just a
tough
lot
out
like
here,
if this
man.
election season goes south, bro. I really think we're gonna be in some deep shit, and I think it's like our generation is gonna be the one paying back.
Yeah,
all
we're
this
gonna
debt.
be the one that's suffering.
So if we don't have someone in there to like economically be bringing us back to where we need to be, we're screwed, bro.
Mhm.
Like, we are screwed.
Just recommend everybody do y'all research.
Yeah.
That's it. And we don't like talking about political issues every freaking pod, but this election season is
It's just-
crazy.
yeah, there's so
and just
much
like Kamala
happening.
said, 32 more days.
And,
Shit, less than 32 now.
Yeah, I
now
think
we
so.
have
When
like
was that?
30. Now we have like 29 more days or something. It's crazy,
That's
man.
funny.
Research, do your homework, vote based on policy. That's all I can recommend doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. No?
Oh yeah, he tore his pec.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, Mike Trent from the Trent Twins. He tore his pec when he was benching like 600 pounds.
That's just unnecessary, man.
Yeah. Yeah. But
it just snapped.
yeah, I mean it happens because when you're on steroids, bro, your muscles get huge,
They
but
can't
your
keep
tendons
up. Yeah,
don't-
they can't keep up.
Right.
So it just fucking. So anybody that's like worried that that's gonna happen to them, if you're natty, it's never gonna fucking happen to you.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
'cause
unless
your
you're
body knows when to
pushing.
stop.
Yeah.
Unless you're pushing yourself past like
Yeah.
your.
I
known
feel like
limits.
steroids give you a false sense of security when you're
Mhm.
benching that much
Dude,
weight,
for real.
dude.
I mean, crazy, but the fact that
Yeah.
he could even get that shit up.
I don't even want to think about it. Those are
those
terrible.
crazy. 'Cause
Those
then
are
you see the muscle-
terrible.
It actually didn't do that.
Oh, it didn't?
No, it didn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was
it
just a
didn't-
tear,
his-
not a separation.
Yeah,
C-bump.
it didn't roll up.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Look
know.
at him. He only got a plate on there. And that's C-bum.
We got Ism to get us out.
I don't have one, man. Do you have one?
I got a little something, possibly.
It's 2 plates actually.
2 plates. Oh, my bad. Let me see.
What's that? They're powered trenners.
All right, I got one. All right, here we go. Wait, which one was it? The day you plant the seed is not the day you eat the fruit.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's-
Nothing crazy.
Did Genghis Khan say that?
Not Khan.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yeah,
Patience,
patience,
man.
man. Do I really gotta spell that one out for you?
How about as iron sharpens iron, a friend sharpens a friend.
Oh.
One of my faves.
They actually talked about that in church today.
It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Oh, you don't want
factual.
to elaborate?
Well, he
We
when
want a
when
good
he
thing.
was when he was
Yeah.
talking, yeah, I mean it's pretty self-explanatory, but what he was talking about is like iron. If it is the same like texture and it's the same quality of iron, it actually doesn't sharpen itself. You have to have different textured iron going against each other to sharpen one another. So what he was talking about is when you think that people that are exactly like you and that are very similar, sometimes that's not what sharpens you. It's the differences between one another, and that could be, different political status, different beliefs, and whatever. But that's what sharpens you to become the individual that you are set out to be. So too much similarity is actually like
More harmful than good sometimes.
it's just like
It's
you
not
just
gonna
like it's
help.
like
Not gonna-
indifferent. Like it's
You're just not gonna grow from it.
yeah, you're not gonna grow as much as someone who kind of challenges you a little bit.
Yeah, I feel that.
So
Yeah. Yeah. What's interesting on that is if you look at like iron, what it's intended for is to, for most intents and purposes, if we're just going to look at it for like the originality of iron and stuff, is to be a tool to cut wood and to cut things, whatever, right? And everything that you're cutting with this tool is weaker essentially than the knife or the tool itself. But yet that tool will continue to get dull over time from cutting something that's softer than it.
yeah,
And so it needs something that's more rigid than itself
Yes.
to sharpen it back
yes,
up.
yeah,
So it's almost like it gets, if you're in a non-challenging situation, you're just going to get lazy.
yeah,
Like it's going to get dull and sluggish, and you're not really being used
Yeah.
as you're intended to. And so you have to go through that pruning period to stay sharp.
yeah. He touched on that too. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's very
damn.
true. Yes, sir.
Zan's like, I said all that.
Yeah.
I just said
damn.
it
Well,
That's
in a
one
more
way
package.
to elaborate on a little quote.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we got ourselves another good episode. Talked a lot about what's going on, crazy politics, a lot of stuff happening. We had a really good chance to just enjoy ourselves the day when we had the open house for the gym and the barbershop event. Looking forward to doing a lot more of that. A lot more things happening on the horizon. This season, I know we talked isn't going to be as long as the last season, but we definitely got some things coming up on the horizon as we're starting to kind of count down towards the end of this season. Definitely going to be keeping people posted on what's happening, but some changes are going to be happening on the horizon, working with some people, getting some people on board with the vision of what we're doing here with this pod. We'll be bringing a lot more of that coming your way. But with that being said, gentlemen, great episode. Anything you guys got to say before we sign off?
nah, man, just be on the lookout. Click all the links in the description. Check out all the socials. Xander, do you want to sign us off?
Yeah, sure. Thank y'all for watching. Again, click the links down in the description, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.